Your wife says she loves you, but she's not in love with you anymore. She's distant, cold. Maybe she's even talking about separation. And you've tried everything: therapy, giving her space, being nicer, but nothing's working. Here's the truth: you can't talk your way back into her heart. You have to lead your way back. I remember sitting across from my wife at dinner one night. The food was good, the restaurant was nice, but it felt like I was eating alone. She was right there, physically, but emotionally, she was 1,000 miles away. That's when it hit me. Something had to change. And it wasn't going to be her, it had to be me. I had to become the man she couldn't walk away from. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, even if she's emotionally shut down right now. So let's get into this. Look, if you're a high-performing guy, maybe you're running a business, leading a team, crushing your career, you know how to win. You know how to strategize, execute, and get results. Feels like you're powerless at home, doesn't it? Like nothing you do matters. And the worst part, the woman you love is slipping away and you do not know how to stop it. Picture this: you come home after a long day, you're exhausted, but you want to connect. So you ask her, "How was your day?" She says, "Fine." You know it's not fine. You can feel the wall between you. So you ask another question. Maybe you offer to help with something. Maybe you're trying to make her laugh, but nothing lands. She's polite, civil, but she's not there. Most guys either push harder, asking more questions, trying to fix her mood, or they back off completely, hoping space will help. Both are wrong. Here's what I've learned working with hundreds of men in your exact situation. Your wife doesn't need you to be perfect. She needs you to lead. And today, breaking down the 3 shifts you need to make to become the man she can't walk away from. Okay, so main point. All right, first shift: stop chasing her approval. Start leading with presence. Here's what most guys do when their wife pulls away. They overcompensate. They ask a million questions. They try to fix her feelings. They apologize for things they didn't even do. But here's the problem: chasing her pushes her further away. Think about it like this: when you're doing that, you're in your feminine. You want your wife to be in your feminine. That's called polarity. If you are, for the sake of it, we'll say negative because you're in your feminine, and she's negative because she's in her feminine, well, like 2 magnets, you're going to push her away. When you're constantly seeking her validation, you're operating from a place of weakness. And she doesn't need another person to manage. She needs a man who's solid, grounded, and present, even when she's not responding the way you want. So what does leading with presence actually look like? Well, number 1, stop over-explaining yourself. You don't need to justify every decision or defend your actions. Speak with clarity and confidence. Then let it land. Number 2, hold your frame. If she's frustrated or cold, don't react emotionally. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Let her feel your stability. Number 3, be the emotional anchor. She's testing whether you can handle her emotions without collapsing or getting defensive. So, pass that test. Let me tell you about Marcus. He was a high-level executive. He ran a team of 200 people, closes $1 million deals like it's nothing. He was basically a sales manager. But at home, his wife told him she needed space. So what did Marcus do? He gave her space. But then he started checking in every single day. Are you okay? Do you want to talk? Can I do anything for you? He thought he was being supportive, but really, he was chasing her approval. And every text, every question, every check-in pushed her further away. Right? Remember the magnets. When we started working together, I told him, stop asking, start showing. So Marcus stopped the daily check-ins. He stopped seeking her validation. Instead, he focused on being present when they were together. Confident, calm, intentional. No over-explaining, no emotional reactions, just solid, grounded leadership. Within 2 weeks, she started reaching out to him, not because he pulled away, but because he stopped being needy and started being the man she could lean on again. That's the power of leading with presence. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, oh, I've tried staying calm, it didn't work, then we need to talk. Because here's the difference between reacting less and leading strategically. Look, I help men like you rebuild trust, reignite connection using a proven system, even when she's emotionally checked out. If you want personalized guidance, click the link in the description below. Book a call with me. Let's figure out your next move. Okay, all right, the second shift. You have to rebuild trust through visible, consistent action. Here's the thing. Your wife isn't going to trust your words right now. She's heard promises before. She's heard, I'll change, before. Words don't rebuild trust. Action does. Now, see, everybody overlooks this, but this is actually really important. I'm going a little off script here. But the masculine superpower is his word. But it's not just what he speaks. His word is only backed up by his actions. So the true masculine superpower is your actions. Again, words don't rebuild trust. Action does. But not just any action. It has to be visible. She has to see the shift. It has to be consistent. One good week doesn't cut it. And it has to be aligned. It has to match what she actually needs, not what you think she needs. So, how do you do this? Well, number one, own your responsibilities without being asked. If the dishes need doing, do them. If the kids need help handled, handle it. Don't wait for her to delegate. Lead. Number two is show up emotionally, not just physically. Put your phone down. Make eye contact. Ask real questions and actually listen. Number three is follow through on what you say. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Every time. No excuses. Let me paint a picture for you. It's 6 p.m. Your wife just got home. The house is a mess. The kids are fighting. Dinner isn't made. She's exhausted. You can see it on her face. Now, most guys in this situation do one of two things. Option A, they ask, what can I do to help? Which sounds nice, but really? It just puts the mental load back on her. Now she has to think about what needs to be done and delegate it to you. Option B, sit on the couch, scroll her phone, and wait for instructions. The man she can't walk away from? Well, he doesn't do that either. He sees what needs to be done and handles it. No announcement, no asking for a gold star, no cookie. He just leaves. So he gets the kids started on homework. He cleans the kitchen. He orders dinner to make something simple. By the time she sits down, the chaos is managed. Later that night, after the kids are in bed and the house is finally quiet, she looks at you and it's different. Not because you did the dishes, but because you saw her. You saw that she needed you. You saw what she needed and you stepped up without being asked. That's how trust gets rebuilt. One visible, consistent action at a time. The third shift, lead the emotional healing process. This is the one most men miss. You think if you just fix the surface level stuff, communication, chores, quality time, right, everything will be fine. But here's the reality. There's an emotional wound underneath all of this. Maybe it's from something you did. Maybe it's for something you didn't do. Maybe it's because it's been building up for years. And you can't logic your way out of an emotional problem. So how do you lead the healing process? Well, number one, you acknowledge the pain without defending yourself. I know I hurt you. I see that now. That's it. No but at the end. None of that. Number two is you create safety for her to feel. She needs to know she can be angry, sad, or frustrated without you shutting down or getting defensive. Number three is show her you're committed to the long game. Healing isn't just 1 week project. It's a commitment. And she needs to see that you're in it no matter how long it takes. I'll never forget the night my wife looked at me and said, I don't feel safe with you anymore. Man, it was that a kick in the nuts. Man, that hit me like a punch to the gut. I wanted to defend myself. I wanted to explain why she was wrong. I wanted to list all the things I had done, but I didn't. I just sat there. I let it sink in. And then I said, I hear you. I'm going to show you that you can feel safe with me again. That was it. No excuses, no defensiveness, just a commitment. And here's the thing. It took months, not days, not weeks, months. But every time I stayed calm when she was upset, every time I followed through on what I said I'd do, every time I choose to lead instead of react, she'd soften little by little. And one day, and I'll never forget this, she looked at me and said, "You're different now." She looked very skeptical, which that's a good thing. That's when I knew. The man she couldn't walk away from wasn't the guy who had all the answers or never made mistakes. It was the guy who stayed committed to her healing and his own, even when it was hard, even when it felt like it wasn't working. That's what it takes. So let's recap. You have to stop chasing her approval and lead with presence. Rebuild trust through visible, consistent action. Lead the emotional healing process. These 3 shifts will change everything. But here's the catch. You have to actually do them. Not just think about them, not just agree with them. You have to execute. And if you're sitting here thinking, well, I need help with this, I can't figure this out on my own, you're right. You shouldn't have to. That's exactly why I created the Heroic Husband Method. It's a proven system that helps high-performing men like you rebuild trust, reignite connection, and save their marriage. Even when she's emotionally shut down, I've helped hundreds of men turn this around. Men who thought it was too late. Men whose wives already walked out the door. And now they're stronger than ever. And if you want that for your marriage, click the link in the description below and book a call with me. We'll map out your exact situation and build a game plan to turn this around. Because here's the truth. Your wife doesn't want to leave. I know that's a shocker. Trust me. There was a survey done, multi-year survey, right? From women who just got divorced to women who were years, 20 plus years down the line. 90% of them said this, that they actually didn't want the divorce. They just didn't see a way out of the situation that they felt trapped and stuck in. And guess what? It's not your wife's job to lead. It's your job. She wants to see the man she married step up and lead again. Be that man. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you on the call.